You guys, if you are still trying to figure out lunch, dinner plans, something in between, there is no better place than the newly opened Kebab Shack here in Springfield. I'm here with owners Sharif and Sophia. Guys, thanks so much for having me out.
Well, thank you for coming out.
Yes.
This place is incredible. The lines are busy, so you guys are doing something right, but it's because the food is so good. So first of all, just tell me a little bit about Kebab Shack and kind of how it works here.
It's a modern twist on Mediterranean cuisine. It's clean, healthy food, but it's still got flavor, and so you don't have to sacrifice flavor, but you also have stuff that if you're having a cheat day, like our crepes and sloppy moes.
Yeah, so let's say someone walks in and maybe they're not as experienced or familiar with Mediterranean food. What would you kind of like advise them to start with, or how would you tell them to kind of order off the menu?
Right. Well, you order the menu at the register, and then you go to your table and the food comes out there.
Okay.
Some things that I would recommend would be the traditional shawarma. I love the platters. That comes with hummus, baladi salad, and rice and whatever type of protein you like.
Yeah.
And then, I personally like shawafel, which is my personal creation, because I like falafel, I like shawarma, and then so I, obviously put them together, and I made shawafel, and that's kind of like my personal thing, twist on that I put on there. On the menu.
Which I love hearing, because your wife was telling me that you are kind of like the creative guy. You come up with a lot of these food creations. So you guys do have a pretty wide variety of a menu, I would say. So how do you come up with like what actually the dish is going to be conceptually?
I'd like to keep it with the traditional. I like to start with the classics, and then I take the classic and I start putting twists on it, seeing like what do I like, how do I make the flavors better. And I also like to do things that like the sloppy moes. I like the names and twists and like on the name, and being able to recognize it right away. And you know what the sloppy mo is in a couple months, hopefully people will know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And so that's kind of how I do it. And I also love to do like a shock factor, which is like our crepes over here, where you can, like when you see it online, it's like, wow, I want to try it, and it's airy and it's fluffy and it fits in with the concept. And and that's kind of how I go with it. I keep the authenticity of the actual food, and then I add little twists and turns to make it better.
That's so interesting to hear, but also what's important is like food is supposed to be fun. So like why not have fun with the creative side of it, you know what I mean? So, okay, you talked about the platter, but Sophia, tell me about some of the other dishes here on the table.
Yeah, so I'll start with the sloppy moes, because that's one of my favorites. So it comes with, instead of your bed of rice, it'll come with fries, and then your shawarma. We can do beef or chicken, and then of course our garlic, which is to die for.
Yes.
I love it. And then our chipotle sauce.
Chipotle sauce, okay. And then what do we have back here?
And then here we have the traditional chicken shawarma with a side of fries, and again that garlic sauce. In the shawarma we also have our tahini sauce, which so far the feedback has been great. People are loving it. I really like it. And then over there we have our falafel, which actually is done a little bit differently than what other restaurants will
I was
do.
going to say, I'm familiar with falafel, but not the way that it looks here.
Yeah.
So tell me about that.
Yeah, so that's actually all Sharif.
Okay, Sharif, then tell me the scoop.
All right, so our falafel is not the normal falafel that you get anywhere else. It, in the Mediterranean, I guess, area where there's many countries, different types of falafel exist. The main one is with chickpeas. We use actually fava beans, and it's just it comes from like the Egyptian region, and we like to have it where I have it in like a ring, like that. So that way, when you fall in love with it, there's only one place you get it.
At the Kebab Shack, yes. Okay, and then also right here, we've got this beautiful crepe. Tell me what's going on with the situation.
So that is our strawberry delight. So we have 4 different options to choose from for our crepes. My personal favorite is the Nutella delight. And then, but this one here has strawberries, Oreo crumble to give it that nice little crunch. But as Sharif was talking about, it's very light, very airy, very big, but it's very good. I like it. It's
so light that like you won't feel full when you finish it. But I do like to mess with textures, because like for me, I don't like gooey or soft on soft, or gooey and gooey. I like to put a little crunch that will even things out. A lot of people eat with texture, and if it's too mushy or too something, that's not really their thing, even if the flavor's there. So a little crunch and a little balance there kind of gets you guys, like it balances it out and gives you that satisfaction.
Yeah,
So.
I appreciate hearing that insight too, because I feel like with dessert, people always complain if it's like too rich or like too filling, and so I think that's great that it's a little bit lighter, but you're still gonna get that, like that sweet tooth craving knocked out. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely. All right, so obviously we want people to come and dine in, but there's also other ways, whether it be takeout or delivery. Tell me how that works.
Yeah, so we have online ordering available as well through our website. We're also working on integrating with third parties, so we'll be on DoorDash, Uber Eats, and Grubhub. But yeah, so
You can pick up, you can
yeah, you know, you
order
can do, we do
online.
phone orders as well, and then of course you can come into the store for dine-in or takeout.
All right, so people want to come into the store and check it out and eat here, which is what you
Yes.
should do. Tell people where you're located.
We are located at 900 East Battlefield. Yeah, Unit
900 East
120.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
All right,
Suite
perfect.
120.
Suite
Right
120.
next door to Cold Stones.
Right
and,
next door to Cold Stone.
Yes.
Yeah, right here centrally in Springfield. And then also, if people want to keep up with you online and all the amazing things that you're doing, how can they do that?
Yeah, so we're actually on Facebook, Instagram, pretty much everything, TikTok. We'd be the Kebab Shack on all platforms.
All right, on all platforms, easy enough. Sharif, Sophia, thank you guys so much for having me out. The
Thank
Kebab
you.
Shack. We're gonna dig in, and you should too. Come check it out.